Yo! Apparently today is Batman Day, and for any of you that have been watching this channel for a while, or just popping in on the channel every once in a while just to watch it, like one of my videos that I throw out every day, you guys probably know that I am super into comics. I have made a few videos that are just top 10 superheroes, top 10 heroes that deserve more love, top 10, like top 5, whatever, heroes that deserve a movie, stuff like that. I absolutely love comic books. I think all the heroes and villains are absolutely sick, and Batman is one of my top 5. I know most people have him at number 1, but, well, I'm already gonna have some pretty controversial things in this video, so I probably shouldn't go into who is above him, but I will say Spawn is my number 1. If you like Batman, you probably like Spawn. The Batman and Spawn crossover is always fun to see. There's a newer one that I haven't read, and then there's one from the 80s. My father actually gave me a little, like, it's a weird, I think he got it from a comic book store whenever the original Spawn and Batman thing came out, and it's like a pop-up thing where you open it and it's Spawn and Batman together with the chains and everything. It's really cool. If I think it's in the boxes and stuff in the other room, but if I can find it, I'll show it off one day, maybe next year on Batman Day, which is whatever day is today. I think it's September 21st today, maybe? I don't know. Time means nothing to me anymore. I am nocturnal, much like the Batman. But today, with that, whatever all that ranting was about, with all that out of the way, today I'm going to talk about the Batman and his best series and the greatest things that have come out of him for animated stuff. I would talk about live action stuff, but yeah, I might make another video about that, but I'm pretty sure that's gonna be even more controversial than this video. I don't think this video is gonna be too controversial. People are probably gonna agree with most of the stuff that I say, and if they don't, they're wrong. Yeah. This is going to be basically a top 5 video of his best series and stuff. There's going to be one live action series. Forgot about that one, honestly. And it is one of my favorite ones. And this is going to be basically, and there's some movies actually too. So, yeah, this is just a mishmash of stuff that I love about Batman. But it's Batman Day, so I can do that if I want to. So yeah, this isn't going to be in any particular order, but this is my top 5, so you can guess that it's all in there somewhere, and there should be some where I talk about them just so eloquently and beautifully that, you know, you're gonna probably understand that it's probably higher up than just top 5, it's probably like top 3 or something. Yeah, I go on little rants about stuff with the comic books, so bear with me if you will. First up, we have the GOAT, Batman 1966, question mark? I cannot remember. It's in the 60s somewhere. I always just call it Adam West Batman. It's a lot easier, a lot simpler, and it's who they remember. It's who people remember. Adam West is Batman to me. Live action Batman, at least. There have been a whole bunch of people that have played him in live action, but Adam West is my favorite. I love this show. Contrary to people's beliefs, this show knows it's goofy. It's trying to be goofy. They knew that live action Batman would be at least a little bit stupid, so they made it as goofy as possible, and I absolutely love it for that. It brought us some really cool, what is it called? Freaking Bronze Age supervillains and stuff like that, and it made up a whole bunch of villains. I don't think Egghead was a actual villain until like this show came out, so it gave us some amazing villains like that, and it did some really cool stuff with the Joker. Went back to the Bronze Age. I don't even know if we were past the Bronze Age, or yeah, whatever, Silver Age, Bronze Age, whatever. I don't even know if we were past that type of stuff for the Joker whenever it comes to him just being, you know, he's a Joker. He's a little goofy dude that plays pranks on people and steals money. That's what he does in this. He's not a megalomaniacal supervillain or anything that just wants to cause chaos and bring anarchy. That's another villain we need to bring back is Anarchy, actually. He's actually pretty cool. He's in Beware the Batman, which is not on here, but it just didn't make the top 5. I still like it. It just didn't make the top 5. I'm sorry, Beware the Batman. But this series, getting back to this series, has one of the best Batman movies ever. You need to watch the movie even if you don't feel like sitting through all the series, which that's fine. All the episodes are two-parters, and it's just too good for you if you don't like it, honestly. But the movie is really, really good, and you should watch that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get back to Batman and Robin stuff, because Adam West and Burt Ward are just iconic. I love these two. Oh my god. This series in general is just so cool. I cannot remember which one it is. The Batman movie with Two-Face in it. Not the one you're thinking of, though. The one with Robin in it. He goes, "Holy rusted metal, Batman!" And it's literally an island made of rusted metal, and it's so funny. And they got it from this. I don't even know if the comics did the Robin saying "holy" and then whatever. Like, "Holy maniacal bird, Batman," whenever freaking Penguin walks in or something. He's just like, "Holy umbrella witchery." I have no idea, honestly. But yeah, it's cool. This is a cool series, and I don't know. You're gonna see in this list that I like Goofy Batman, which is what I thought would be controversial. But yeah, Goofy Batman's sick, and this Batman, peak. I was going to go with another goofier Batman take with a different series, but I decided to cleanse your palette with some sexy, dark, brooding Batman. Yeah, Batman the Animated Series is one of the coolest series ever. I never realized how short it is, but I think it only had like I can't remember how many episodes it had before it got rebranded to the Batman and Robin Adventures, or the Adventures of Batman and Robin. Yeah, that's what it is. And then they redesigned the Joker and everything. I didn't really like the Joker redesign. They gave him the white eyes. It's weird. Just look up the redesigns for that show. Not all of them are horrible, but the Joker one is just weird to me. Yeah, this is one of the greatest animated series ever. Warner Brothers cooked with this one. I honestly don't understand why Warner Brothers can't get back to this type of stuff, because this is one of the greatest animated series just ever made. The DCAU was absolute peak. Like, it's genuinely the GOAT of all DC stuff. The comics are beautiful, amazing, you know, perfect, but the DCAU was on a different level. I'm pretty sure this is what most people grew up with. This is what I grew up with. The Justice League Unlimited, the Superman animated series to a lesser degree. I watched this with my father, and my father's not a huge Superman fan. I absolutely adore Superman, but he's more of a Batman man. But yeah, he likes Batman more, so we always watch this. And then the first time I really saw Superman in anything was the Batman vs Superman, the cartoon, not the oh god, not the Snyderverse, not again. But yeah, I saw the cartoon of that, and I thought it was sick. The Jade Dragon being made of kryptonite, I thought it was so cool. And then Joker and Lex Luthor switching villains just seems like something Joker would do. It's such a cool movie. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely watch that. That almost made this list, but I ended up putting a different, actual just Batman animated movie on here instead of that. But that one's actually just awesome. This entire series is amazing. This is the type of Batman that I like, where he fights his criminals, but he feels for them also, because all of his criminals are just nut jobs and people who are dealing with mental issues. Jesus, I just called people who dealing with mental issues nut jobs, didn't I? You know what? Most of the characters in this show do too, so it's fine. And they actually are. They're like murderers and just insane thieves and everything like that. It's pretty cool. And seeing how far they can go without getting the censors just jumping all over them was pretty cool. In a whole bunch of the special features on like the DVDs and stuff, they talk about like having to go around the censors and everything, and them having that much censorship actually made it more impactful whenever stuff did happen, even whenever it was off screen and stuff, especially whenever it was off screen. If there's an off screen death and there's screaming and everything like that, it's actually just horrifying. But yeah, this is just a really good series, and Kevin Conroy is Batman to me. Like, I feel like most of us, like, whenever we read the comics and stuff, either give him that voice, and for me, if it's like a goofier take on Batman, I give him Adam West's voice. But for all of the other, like, dark, gritty, or even just regular ones, I give him the Kevin Conroy voice. And Mark Hamill plays the best animated Joker ever. I genuinely think he is just beyond any other Joker we've gotten, except for my very favorite, and that might be a pretty controversial thing to say, especially on Batman Day, but we'll get to that Joker. He's awesome, though. He's like an actual horror movie villain. But this Joker, really cool mix-up, mishmash. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Really cool, like, mashup of all of the stuff that I like about Joker. Whenever he's just a prankster, he's just a little guy playing a joke. You know, it's just a prank, bro. But he's that plus the, the crazy, maniacal, methodical thinking creature that is the evil Joker. And he's not above killing, but he would rather play a little prank than kill, you know? He just likes causing chaos, you know what I mean? Anarchy. Yeah, this is just one of the best animated series ever. Definitely go and watch this if you haven't seen it. What am I saying? It's Batman Day. Who hasn't seen this? Even if you're not a comic book fan, you've probably seen this. This is an awesome series. Time for another Goofy Batman. Hell yeah. I love Goofy Batman, man. This is just... I love him so much. He's actually the perfect, like... I don't know. Batman Brave and the Bold is one of the best Batman series ever. Obviously, it's on my top 5 list. This is just awesome. This is peak. I know I'm saying that about everything, but honestly, Batman, whenever it comes out of the main trinity, like, Batman has the best quality, like, all the way through all of his stuff. I think Warner Brothers has definitely realized that everyone loves Batman, and they're definitely fans for the other two in the Trinity, the DC's Trinity, but Batman has the most fans, probably because they push him so hard. If they would push the other two even just a little bit, they would definitely get this much goodness out of them, but they won't, so, you know. Which, I mean, I'm not griping about that. It's just, I love Superman and Wonder Woman. They deserve love too, but it's Batman Day, so I can't go on a rant about how much I love those two. But Batman, the Brave and the Bold, has so many characters that aren't Batman, and that is kind of why I love it, because it gives, like, I don't know, it makes people love the characters that aren't normally loved. We have Silver Age, Bronze Age, and Golden Age? Yeah, Golden Age. The ages, man, I don't like them. What's the new age? Are we gonna call it something whenever it gets super, super old? What are we gonna call it? Are we still in DC Rebirth? What are we on? Oh god, they keep on resetting the universe. But yeah, this brings in a whole bunch of characters from all of the ages, like I said. Batman is in his late 30s, early 40s question mark in this show, so he is a renowned, what does that mean? He's a renowned hero in this world, and it shows. He has a whole bunch of friends that he teams up with, like, every episode. He has a whole bunch of villains that absolutely hate him, a few that absolutely love him, you know what I'm saying? Every woman in this show wants to bang Batman, but can you blame them? The voice of Batman in this, if you don't know who it is I don't know his name. If you've seen Balls of Fury, he's the dude that plays the male escort, prostitute. I have no idea what to call him. Working man? I don't know what to call the character, but yeah, he's the one that plays him in Balls of Fury. He's also in a whole bunch of other comedy movies and stuff like that, and I personally would not have thought he would play a good Batman, but I grew up with this Batman. Like, I grew up with all the other Batmans. I've just been watching every Batman series since I was a kid. But, yeah, he has one of my favorite Batman voices, actually, especially for an older Batman. It just, I don't know, it has a really good texture. The voice does. But, yeah, this series is honestly just really good. It brings in a whole bunch of characters that don't get enough love, if you ask me. It has a really good, romantic plot between Aquaman and Batman. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, the bromance between those two is the greatest thing ever. There's a song full of sexual innuendos with, Huntress, Black Canary, and another female hero, where I think they're referencing pegging Batman, question mark? They say they want to, put something in his Batcave. There's also a weird thing with Green Arrow where they infer that he's gay. This show's jokes are wild. Yeah, this is just a really good series. Definitely go and check this out. Actually, this is peak goofy Batman. And Chill of the Night, if you don't watch any other episodes, watch that. That's everyone's favorite, and it's the one that goes serious. Yeah, it's one of the first times where he takes off his mask, and it's whenever he finds Joe Chill, the person who killed his parents, and it is just really, really cool. I genuinely love this series, especially that episode. Just everything about this series is awesome. Next up, we have a two-parter, Batman: The Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and 2. This is a really good two-parter. If you don't know what this is based off of, it's Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. It's Batman whenever he's in his 50s or 60s. It's one of those. This is the biggest Batman we've ever seen, like in comics, or, well, it's the biggest Bruce Wayne Batman we've ever seen. This new universe that they've made has a Batman that is absolutely massive, but it's not actually Bruce Wayne, so it's the biggest Bruce Wayne one that we've seen. But yeah, this is definitely a really, really good movie, two-parter movie. If you haven't seen it, you genuinely need to. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything, but it's just a 60-year-old Batman going after, he comes back because, freaking, man, I don't know how to do this without spoiling. It's the Mutant Gang. The Mutant Gang, they, almost shoot who's James Gordon? Jim Gordon. They almost shoot Jim Gordon. It's a really good fake out because it goes to the news station, and she's like, "Oh, Commissioner Jim Gordon has been shot." And then she looks at the notes again, and she's like, "Oh, I misread. He shot and killed a 17-year-old mutant gang member." And everyone in the crowd clapped. Because Jim Gordon can never die, and he will never die. But yeah, this is... I'm not going to spoil everything because there are a lot of really cool speeches, a lot of cool scenes. If you've read the comic book, this is basically a pure, unchanged version of that. It's been a while since I've read The Dark Knight Returns, but I am fairly certain it's unchanged. Don't sue me if it's if it's not completely the same, but it is close enough. They don't add anything stupid just to pad out the runtime. I'm looking at you, Killing Joke, with that stupid Barbara Gordon and Batman romance. That's the dumbest, creepiest thing I've ever seen. My God. Ugh. Why add that? Why in the world would you add that? But yeah, this is one of the best, like, animated movies they've ever done. Like, for Batman, at least. There are some that are up there with it, for me, at least. I think the only other one I can think of is a Superman movie, but we're talking about Batman today. Maybe on Superman Day I'll talk about his best stuff. Maybe not. I don't know enough Superman stuff to do that, I don't think, unless I actually think about it. I'm gonna have to think about it after this. But yeah, this is just a really good one, honestly. Definitely watch part 1 and 2. If you like Batman, like dark, gritty, more violent Batman, you'll like this. This isn't like Ben Affleck Batman. I know Zack Snyder, it was seeming like he was taking inspiration from this, but this Batman does not kill at all. He's definitely more brutal and violent, but he still does not kill. He has a code and he follows it. And this Batman, honestly, might be stronger than most other Batmen in like animated stuff, because this dude busts through a brick wall that automatically puts him at wall level for strength. I don't want to have to go into power scaling for Batman, but it's pretty impressive for a 60-year-old man to bust through a brick wall and take out a man. But yeah, this is just a really good series, or movie series. I don't really know what to call it. It's a really cool two-parter movie thing. Go and watch it. Now we have The Batman. Season 1, let me go ahead and get this out of the way. Season 1 had the greatest Batman intro, like greatest series intro ever. It was like this really weird neo-goth music. I don't even know what neo-goth is, but it was cool goth music. It was like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then the bats would fly, and then the title card would come up and it'd go, The Batman. And it was so cool. It would give me goosebumps every time as a kid. It was so cool, so sick. And then season 2 came out and they made a different intro, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the same. It's good though. It's good. Season 1 intro, peak. Season 2 intro, fine. It's fine, you know. This series, absolutely amazing. I know I just went on a little tangent about just the intro music and stuff, but the intro music deserved it. It's actually really good. The Batman is from 2004, 1 year before I was born, actually. And this is the Batman that I actually, mainly grew up with. I watched the animated series whenever I was a little bit older, like the Batman the animated series, whenever I was, 10, I want to say. But I grew up with this on Cartoon Network or whatever. And this was the Batman that I grew to love and adore, and this is one of the greatest Batman ever. I don't know who did his voice. This is a younger Batman, which is contrary to most of the other series that I did for this. But yeah, this is a younger, I think it's first 2 years in the Cowl Batman is what it is, or something like that. Alfred in this is absolutely amazing. He is not scared to throw hands, especially with Penguin. They hate each other, Cobblepot and Pennyworths. I did not know that they hate each other until I watched this series. I think that's something from the comics too. I'm not a huge fan of Penguin outside of whenever he's in the Iceberg Lounge and he's being a cool mob boss type of dude. This one, whenever it comes to the villains, made them all be able to throw hands. Like, Penguin can easily cut down a tree with his umbrella, which is insane, especially when you see how short he is. He's dodging Batman's punches and stuff. So cool. This is the series that I was talking about that has the best Joker ever. Don't know who voices him. I'm gonna look it up really fast. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, it's Kevin Michael Richardson. I knew that name, but I had to look at what he's been in. He's been in so many things that I absolutely love. Does he play Gus in Uncle Grandpa? I could make an entire video just talking about how cool this voice actor is. Oh my god, he's in everything I love. Scooby-Doo? Teen Titans. Who does he play in Teen Titans Go? Oh, he's in that Doctor Strange cartoon? That's cool. This guy's sick. But yeah, he plays the best Joker ever. This Joker is nightmare fuel. It's the perfect blend of prankster Joker and serial killer Joker. This is a Joker that if his pranks weren't if they weren't as funny and they were 20 times more deadly and 50 times more Saw Trap-esque, he's horrifying. And this man knows kung fu and karate and crap. He's jumping around like a weird little jester man, laughing maniacally and just being insanely creepy. It's so cool, man. This series has the coolest Joker ever. I'm saying that right now. Yeah, this is the best version of Joker animated. You know what? Best Joker in general. I was gonna say animated because I really like Heath Ledger's Joker, but I think this is better than that too. Heath Ledger is another one that's like Mark Hamill, where Mark Hamill is like everyone's favorite animated, and everyone has to meet that standard or go over it like my main man Kevin Michael Richardson did. I had to look at his name again. I'm bad at names. But yeah, this is the best Joker. And then Heath Ledger is that for live action stuff, where no Joker is ever going to be as good, better than him, but they might be as good. Except this Joker. This Joker is the best, as I said already. This is just the coolest version of Joker. This show has a really cool, it's not even cool. It's a weird thing where a lot of the redesigns are absolutely sick. Firefly in this makes so much more sense than he does in the other series and even the comics, because he looks like an actual Firefly and it looks awesome. Mr. Freeze looks cool. Don't really like him as a character because they took him back to just being a regular diamond thief instead of being Mr. Freeze that we saw in the Batman the Animated Series. But they literally just put him back to what he was before the Animated Series, because the Animated Series, believe it or not, Mr. Freeze was a D-list villain before that. He was not a very good villain whatsoever. He was just a doctor that froze stuff and stole stuff, and then they gave him a really heartfelt backstory. I could make an entire hour-long video just talking about what the animated series brought to the comics. They brought Harley Quinn. Come on. This show has a Harley Quinn, and it's actually a pretty cool design. It's basically the original animated series design, but this is pretty early in her existence whenever they made this, actually. Was she even in the comics yet by then? Maybe. Animated series made her as like a one-off little Harlequin jester type helper for Joker, and then they kept her because everyone liked her, and I'm pretty sure the people who wrote her actually liked her too. Everyone loved her, and now they overuse Harley Quinn, and it's not even the cool jester outfit one. So I mean, yeah. But back to this series. Joker's perfect in this. Batman is awesome in this. The Bane design is the only one that I look at and I go, ew. Like, him whenever he's human looks sick. I think it looks awesome. Him whenever he presses, uses the venom. Nasty. Weird looking. Don't like it. His skin is red. The mask pulls up and becomes like his face. It's weird. If they would have had a better actual venomized form, that would have been the best version of Bane ever. Actually, I really like the Conquistador. Not Conquistador. Is that what they're called? Matador. No. Oh my god, what are they? They're like Mexican wrestlers. I can't remember what they're called. I like it, and I like how in this show or not in this show, but in the comics and stuff, they have it to where Bane always pulls off his mask as like one final disgrace to him, because it's what they do. Like the mask, they leave it on all the time in fights and stuff, and if you get your mask pulled off in like whatever it's called, it's not Conquistador, is it? That's like the bull thing. But yeah, if you get your mask pulled off, that's like they're pulling off your face. You're nothing anymore if that happens to you. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really cool. I think it's a pretty cool thing that they do with Bane, because that's like what he is. That's his whole thing, and he's like, that's what he is. I think it's cool. I like Bane. I could make a full video about Bane too. I might. It is Batman Day, and the day is young. I can make whatever videos I want right now. But yeah, this is just a really good show. I know I went on a tangent about everything else, but this show, absolute peak. I know I've been saying that about everything, but this is my top 5 list. Of course, everything in here is peak. I have the best taste in the world whenever it comes to Batman and other comic books and stuff. Yeah, this series is awesome. Oh, his cape, whenever he stands normally, is the coolest looking Batman ever. It's really long and billows. It's really cool. It's just really sick. Yo, I know we're already past 5, but this is, I don't know, direct your attention towards The Batman vs. Dracula, the greatest movie ever made. If you want something that's really cool, horror-esque, and has Batman pushed to his limits and ends with him using his brain instead of brawn, then check this out. This has the coolest Joker. I already said that, obviously, about like a couple seconds ago for you guys. But this Joker is vampirized and robs a blood bank instead of a regular bank, and it is really cool. It is insane that they got away with using that much blood in a movie. Oh my god, I know it's Dracula, but you guys need to calm down whenever it comes to scarring me for life as a kid. Jesus Christ, you guys are insane for writing this. Kids that watch this will be scarred for life. The Joker vampire thing in this is insane. It shows a human heart being rebuilt because of a drop of blood falling on a skeleton. This movie goes Insano style whenever it comes to the horror themes, and as a horror writer myself, I must say, I completely adore it for that. That is so cool. I love stuff like this. Anything Batman horror related is just really cool. Gotham by Gaslight and the horror that came to Gotham, or whatever it's called. I love that comic book, and I cannot remember what it's called. I think that's what it's called. It's the Lovecraftian one. Anything like that is really cool, and this isn't even an Elseworld story. It's in the main timeline, and it's just Dracula versus Batman, and it's really cool. If you want to check it out, definitely do so. This one's actually pretty creepy. Joker Vampire is one of the creepiest things you'll ever see in like a kid's cartoon, I think, at least. It's really cool. So check it out. And that is the end of this video. So if you enjoyed the video, definitely leave a like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a comment even if you didn't like the video, because I want to hear what you guys' thoughts on this is. Just tell me what your favorite Batman thing is, even if it's in the comics, like an arc in the comics. Maybe like the, what's it called? Freaking Darkest Night or whatever, where it's, Bane breaks his back. Maybe like it whenever Azrael becomes Batman. I know I'm talking about Bane a lot in this one, but I really like Bane. Bane's cool. I don't know. Maybe you don't even like Batman. Maybe you like Nightwing more. I don't know, man. Maybe like Damian Wayne, you freaking weirdo. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe, and comment, and if you don't, Batman will come and beat you up. Yeah. See ya.